Look at this figure on the screen. We have two circular sectors of 90 degrees, a radius of 14 centimeters, and a difference between the radii of 4 centimeters. The question is, what is the area of the shaded region? Before we start solving it, I want you to pause the video and try to solve it on your own. Then, leave your answer in the comments. Just don't look at the comments or skip ahead in the video, okay? Can you find the answer using only geometric reasoning? So, grab paper and a pen and follow along as we solve it. Before I finish, I want to thank all of you. Thanks to our community, we made it to the top 20 in Brazil in the Premier One Best of 2026 in the Education Influencer category. If my videos have helped you in any way, I ask for your support on this journey. You can vote every day and the link is in the description of this video in the first pinned comment. Thank you for your support, trust, and being part of this achievement. Well, to solve this problem, let's do the following. Let's calculate the total area of the figure. Then, we'll calculate the empty area, this area in the center, and we'll subtract it. The total area minus the empty area. With that, we'll have the area of the shaded region, okay? I'll clear the board here to make it easier for us to solve. Pay attention here. This total area is just this. Imagine a circle here, divided into 4 equal parts. This total area, it represents exactly this area here, which is a quarter of the circle. So what do we do to calculate this total area? Let's calculate the total area of the circle and let's divide this total area into 4 equal parts. We will have the measurement of one of the 4 parts. In other words, the total area of the circle is pi times the radius squared, okay? Since we only want to find a quarter of the circle, we divide all of this by 4, okay? Now, for us to calculate the area of the circle, we need the radius, right? Pi times the radius squared. And the radius of the circle is nothing more than the distance from the center to the edge of the circle. Looking at this circle that's divided into 4 equal parts here, the radius is this distance here. Look, from the center to the edge. It's exactly this distance in our figure here, which is equal to 14. So the radius of this larger circular sector, which is in yellow, is equal to 14. Substituting the radius into our formula, it will be like this. The area is equal to pi times the radius squared, which is 14, so pi times 14 squared. Since we want to find a quarter of the circle, then all of this is divided by 4, okay? 14 squared is 196, so the area will be 196 pi divided by 4. Solving this division, 196 divided by 4, that's equal to 49. In other words, the area of this circular sector that I marked in yellow is equal to 49 pi, okay? That's the total area of our figure. Now, the next step is for us to calculate this empty area, this area here in blue, which is actually also a quarter of a circle. If we look at this drawing of the circle that's divided into 4 equal parts, this little empty area, the one in blue, represents this little part here, which is a quarter of the circle. So, to calculate this empty area, this blue area, we're going to use the same formula. Area equals pi times the radius squared, and since we want to calculate a quarter, all of that is divided by 4. So we need the radius, right? Let's analyze this figure. Look. If this distance here is equal to 4, then this distance down here is also equal to 4. If this total distance of the figure, the base of the figure, is 14 and we already have 4, then this other distance here is equal to 10. If down here it's equal to 10 up there, it will also be equal to 10. 10, the distances are the same. So, we already have the radius of this circular sector that's in blue. Substituting into the formula, right? Pi times the radius squared divided by 4, the area will be equal to pi times 10 squared, which is the radius of this circular sector in blue. All of this divided by 4 because we want to find a quarter of the circle. 10 to the power of 2 is 100. So the area will be equal to 100 pi divided by 4. 100 divided by 4 is 25. So the area of this blue circular sector is 25 pi. Since we want to find the area of the shaded region, we're going to take the total area and subtract this empty area, all right? It's the same as if we had a sheet of cardboard, for example, in this shape, right? And we cut out this empty area and there would be a hole left. It's the same thing. We're going to take the total area and subtract this empty area, all right? The total area is 49p, so 49p minus the empty area, which is 25p, 49 minus 25. It's equal to 24p, that is, the area of the hatched region, the shaded region, is equal to 24p. Whoever chose option C got the question right. So did you get the question right? Tell me here in the comments which alternative you chose before looking at my solution. I like to see the strategy you use to solve the problem because just as you learn from me, I also learn from your solutions. And before I finish, I want to thank all of you for your support in the iBest Award 2026. We remain among the 20 biggest education influencers in Brazil, and today we are in 18th place overall. So, if you haven't voted yet today, the link is in the video description and in the first pinned comment. Remember, you can vote every day. Alright, so I'm counting on your support so I can stay among the top 20 in Brazil. And if this video helped you, leave a like on the video, share it with your friends on social media. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Every week there are competitive exam questions. Big hug from Professor Robson Lyers and thanks so much for your support, alright?